it's a Week 9 matchup. We are all set to go, as it'll be the Minnesota Vikings taking on the Atlanta Falcons. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. First play's a run with Nwangu. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 31 yards there and a first down.
A gain of 31 yards. First down, Vikings.
On the play fake, Corral. Quick throw there is incomplete. You talk about this foul. Terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
I don't know what the actual percentages are. I don't know the analytics on when you create 5 turnovers or takeaways in a game. But coaches have always told me, when you create a number that high, your chances of winning probably up over 98%.
2nd and 10. Straight ahead, here's Nwangu. He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40. This defense for the Falcons, they played extremely well last week in the win over Atlanta.
I don't know what the actual percentages are. I don't know the analytics when you create 5 turnovers or takeaways in a game. But coaches always say, when you create a number that high, your chances of winning probably up over 98%. I haven't seen that number quantified, but I believe them.
They'll get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Up the middle, Nwangu. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
Cousins now. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Clark Phillips has got it. And he takes this one back into the end zone. The Falcon defense has a touchdown. It's only the first quarter. That's a quick shift of momentum right there because they were driving the football before that interception, and then not only, Charles, do they throw the pick, but it gets returned all the other way for the score.
I think the important thing here was they backed up in their own territory. This defense didn't work. They hung in there, waiting for the offense to make a mistake. And as soon as they did, they capitalized in the biggest way possible.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. To throw is Cousins. And incomplete on the deep ball. You talk about this Falcon defense. Terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
And the big thing for them was the interceptions. And you hear teams all the time talk about establishing themselves against the pass. You have no-fly zones and things of that nature. This group had a bunch of them in last week's game.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
That certainly looks like nothing to show now from these first 2 possessions. And guess what? When you're on a losing streak, that can lead to a full sense of, here we go again. So on the sidelines, the offensive play callers, quarterback, they've got to get together and dial something up to start their next drive. Otherwise, it could be a long game.
35 yards that time on the punt. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10.
At their own 20-yard line.
Now a first carry here for Robinson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It was Danielle Hunter to make the play in the backfield. So add that tackle for a loss to the 2 that he had a week ago.
And you know what he's doing right now?
Smiling?
Yeah, definitely doing that. But he's also patting his guys on the back, his defensive front, because they're keeping him clean, meaning no one's getting to him as a blocker. He's able to run to the football, and the plays he's making, he's throwing them in the offensive backfield.
The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. What do they have for this? 3rd and 11. Ritter now. That is incomplete.
And 3rd down is a key down in any game you play. And 3rd down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Taking it about the 16. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A yard in the wrong direction. Makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
Then, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. On 3rd down, Cousins. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? These behind them have that short memory that understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9. 9-yard line, 2nd and 6. They'll bring the tight end in motion right here. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Tight end has become a bigger and bigger part of the passing game in the NFL, but if you drop the football, that position can get swapped out with a wide receiver in that spot, a running back in that spot. There are other ways they can go if you're not going to catch the ball.
And that's not just his first drop, his second drop of the game. They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. Back to throw, Ritter. And a dump off here to Robinson. And the Falcons are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a 1st down.
Ready?
And they'll try the option on 1st and goal. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Pretty good job there defensively of stringing that one out.
Yeah, you've got a quarterback who's waiting and waiting for something to develop. And it just never materialized. And down he went behind the line of scrimmage.
2nd down and a run by Robinson. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Bijan Robinson with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Falcons have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And it's now 14-0. Touchdown. Here's Koo to kick off. Kene Nwangwu now out of his end zone. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Kene Nwangwu. He will take this all the way. Touchdown, Minnesota. Greg Joseph on for the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7.
Next to score, Falcons 14, Vikings 7.
So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. From his end zone, here comes Patterson. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. It's another 1st down as they bite off 23 more on that one. Ritter will set up to throw it. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? Oh, that is incomplete. So this game, Charles, you know, we talk about potential unbeaten seasons a lot. It feels like every year at some point in the season we talk about that. But this is one of those games where if you're unbeaten, you got to be careful. You can't take this one too lightly.
You're exactly right about that. And by rights, this should be a cakewalk. Almost a week off. Let the starters run up the score in the first half. Backups get to play in the second. But you and I both know that funny things sometimes happen when you think this way. So it's incumbent upon the starters to really play well to make it work for this team.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. First down, here's Ritter. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Vikings are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
They'll take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive may be a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for first and 10. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Here's second and 10. Off the play fake, Cousins. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Now they face a second and long following the holding penalty. They go play action. Cousins. And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. And the Falcons are going to take possession here at their own 43. Out there for their next drive. Not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to... And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Andrew Booth picks it off. And the Vikings are going to take over at their own 11-yard line.
At their own 11-yard line.
And they'll run the option to start the drive. And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. Big Calais Campbell fighting through to make the play in the backfield. Not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Throwing is Cousins. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And shedding the tackle, and now some room. And he will step out of bounds all the way down inside the 40. A big play there for Minnesota. 44 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for first and 10. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. The tackle by D'Angelo Malone.
I would think as a play caller, you want to look for some quick hitters to your tight end. Any type of a route to replace where that linebacker was. Because when you saw the speed with which he reacted and stuffed that play, maybe use that speed against him in the future.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched it deep. But he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space. Couldn't uncover at the end of the route. And that one winds up incomplete.
Cousins to throw it. He'll get this to Nwangu. And a good tackle there right around the 30. Stops him short of the first down. Now how about this? They'll change it at the line. They'll run for it. It's Nwangu. And he's not going to get the first. I don't even think he made it back to the line of scrimmage. The Vikings unable to convert here on fourth. And the Falcons defense stands tall. They'll get the football back.
Here we go.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Ritter off the play fake. That's caught. Andre Yoshivas. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. They run the draw here with Robinson. Yeah, good work there in open space. He's got this all the way down now to the 32. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays. We've hit the 2-minute mark in the second quarter. 14-7. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Ritter. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earn a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Ritter with another throw on 2nd down. And caught by London. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
As a passer, always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. And he's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Koo knocks this one through the post. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well, and kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Koo just hit the field goal. Now he kicks off. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
Well, Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown.
Now Younghoe Koo for the extra point.
And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Back to it after the pick 6. Cousin. Slant route, and he's got Addison. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a 1st down.
It's a gain of 20. 1st down, Minnesota.
Working out of the gun. Cousins. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Falcons grab it. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. The pocket sense, doesn't it?
It really does, and I know of one team at one point was training their quarterback with that time frame, and anytime he didn't get rid of the ball within the right amount of time, they would blow a horn or blow a whistle to show him this is what that time is, just what you're talking about, training him to understand this is the amount you have, make sure the ball's gone. Didn't happen in this case.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try to get those yards a safer way.
And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Now we'll pause for an injured player, and that's wide receiver Drake London who's shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. Ritter throwing on third down. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Andrew Booth picks it off. And the Vikings are going to get it back here just shy of the 20.
They'll take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned they're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Cousins now on second down. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Troy Anderson. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
But he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Robinson will score. Touchdown Atlanta. Well, fair to say they've got something here, this rookie running back, and he's in for the second time in the ball game.
And, Brandon, it's a position where there's often a lot of turnover, a lot of competition at that spot. But he's proven to them that he wants to be the bell cow guy that his franchise can rely on.
Coup for the extra point. And the lead is now 24. Following the touchdown, here's Coup to kick off. Nwangu now from his end zone. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this. And now here is another interception. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around a defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for 2nd and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it 3rd manageable? Or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
On play action, here's Ritter. This ball down the field for Pitts. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Well, the first two drives yielded touchdowns, so there's no reason for them to feel like they have to pull back on the reins. They pushed it downfield, looking for another one right there. Didn't get it, but we know they're going to continue to be bold.
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. Here's first and goal, and gosh, points here, a chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime. Final play before the half. Here's Ritter. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, second and goal. They'll throw now on the final play. And his throw here is going to be incomplete. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Second half begins with a run by Robinson. Now he's into the clear again. Inside the 20. And finally wrestled down at the 8-yard line. 119 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first and goal situation. Ritter to throw it toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, second and goal. Ritter fires quickly out wide. 5 yards that time on the completion. And now it's third and goal.
Come on, set. Striker, 3-3.
Now they'll put a receiver in motion left. And he'll get it here on the touch pass. And a great job there to read that one defensively. They strung him out, would not allow him to cut upfield. The offense is staying out there. Here we go. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Bijan Robinson with his third touchdown so far, number 13 now on the year. And the Falcons take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
A
CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, That's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
A gain of 17 yards brings up second down.
On second down, here's Nwangu. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Now, we all know that an offensive coordinator and a quarterback, they're aligned at the hip. But when you've got a runner who can get you that kind of yardage, that guy's invaluable.
Cousins on first down. Going underneath, he's got Hockenson. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Another good completion on the drive as the Vikings have a first down.
14. First down, Vikings.
Cousins now from the 50. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A gain of 32 that time. On first down, they'll run with Nwangu. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draw.
And it'll be intercepted. Clark Phillips has got it. And the Falcons are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. But the good news for them, they got the football. The bad news, they have to go 99 yards here as they start this drive out on their own 1-yard line. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. So that'll bring up second down.
And give him a lot of credit there, but even more credit to the guys up front. In that situation, you know it's going to be a stacked defensive front. And to be able to gain that much yardage, that's a big win for the guys on offense.
Yeah, they were just about standing on their own goal line, so to get a few yards there, a great start. Now we'll see what second down brings. Trying to escape the shadow of their goalpost. That helped. 10 yards, first down.
Well, they certainly spread the ball around so far, but they're definitely getting everyone involved now when you're throwing it to the fullback. Just shows how versatile this offense is and how everyone is a threat.
Forced out to his left. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now second down.
There's a quarterback who's learned his lesson. He's thrown a few interceptions so far. That time he said, I'm making sure nobody catches this one.
Now a 2nd and 10.
All right, go.
Ritter back to throw. This one complete to Yoshibas. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. It's a gain of 16, first down Falcons. Well, up big, but still not hesitating to take some shots downfield, CD. I guess they really want to hammer home their dominance in this one.
Yeah, that much is apparent, partner. If they keep completing throws like that, they'll keep that gap awfully wide as they've established already.
Blaster, six. Red, yellow. Hut, hut.
Sticking with a passing game. Here's Ritter again. Open man is Yoshibas. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. He got 29 yards that time. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10, right at the 40. Ritter. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game, but that's something right there. Still in the 3rd quarter. It would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day, but they're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays.
A gain of 19 yards. And the Vikings first down.
First down. Here's Cousins.
Completes this to Addison out left.
A strong broken tackle on that one. And then they get him to the ground just shy of the 15. That'll go for a gain of 7. And it'll be second down.
At the 17-yard line.
Let's 50.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a... Second down and 3. On the give is Nwangu. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Sometimes I get almost mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, those eyes that carry their feet to open spaces, make people miss. I just love watching those guys go to work.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Kene Nwangu. His 10th touchdown of the season, second of the game. And the Vikings get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. Joseph connects on the extra point, and the lead is down to 24. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taken at the goal line. Oh, good return up past the 30. Cordell Patterson on the loose. And he will score. Touchdown, Falcons. Well, they're just having fun. I mean, they are clicking on every single cylinder, offense, defense, and here, special teams.
And how about the extension of the lead? This one felt a lot like, you remember Seattle-Denver Super Bowl 48? Percy Harvin to start the second half. Seattle was already firmly in control. Now, they feel like they can't be caught.
They are firmly in control right now. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff.
Nwangu now from his end zone.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their third straight defeat.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Now Corral.
Here's a diving catch right side. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a first down.
Well, we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants this lead to stay right where it is.
Handoff here to Nwangu.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
He's brought down at the 39-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Off the play fake, Cousins. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lasted one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
This offense on third down today, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Throwing is Cousins. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. On the run is Nwangu, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense. I think in the future, if you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
Now a 2nd down throw for Cousins. Trying to lay one up deep. Got a man that's caught at the 6-yard line. Touchdown, Vikings. A big play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Vikings get a bit closer. Joseph connects on the extra point, and the lead is down to 24.
Vikings 21.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
32-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Certainly no reason to panic. They've got the 3-score lead, but the turnover last time, the interception that led to a touchdown, you'd have to think, well, we might not be dialing that up again.
Yeah, probably not. They're still in fantastic shape, though, so I would imagine before he trotted out here for this series, head coach probably just leaned over to him and was like, listen, we're wearing these color shirts. Throw it to those guys, not the others. Try to make a joke out of it and just let them go out there with a little bit more confidence.
Ritter on 1st and 10. And this one is incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
Going play action. Ritter. He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. Out of the gun, they give to Robinson. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine.
19.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
On 3rd and 1, it's Ritter. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. Koo now for the point after. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. 93 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Ball on the 40 now. Here's second and a yard. They'll go right back to the Wagyu. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Here's Nwangu. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
First down, Vikings.
Switching it up. Corral going to throw here. He's going to let it fly. And this is caught inside the 5. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. Joseph now to have the PAT. And the lead is down to 24.
Next to score, Falcons 52, Vikings 28.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Oh, good-looking return set up here. And a very solid return out across the 45-yard line before going out of bounds.
For a quick second there, I thought we were about to have a repeat performance of a kickoff return for a touchdown. This guy's on fire today.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they just continue to roll right along, really. This has the looks of yet another victory as they hope to polish it off here in quarter number 4. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down. Well, fourth quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run
the Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. The Falcons send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. That's taken on the 25. It's a 39-yard punt, and good coverage means a loss on the return. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but this... He's got a man complete. And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Corral looking to throw. And this one right back into the hands of Jefferson. Oh, wait, hold everything. A timeout has been called. Seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. One last shot now for Cousins. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game. And as this defense walks up.